Hello everyone. This project demonstrates the functionality of Project 4a Shopping. So first of all, you can see here that here's my implementation of the load data function that takes my file name and put it in the specific type, data, and format for my Python file to use. Here's a bunch of type specifications that the problem has specified, and here's the code for finding the index of a month in a year rather than having to have multiple conditions. I just use the datetime library, and after I've done all of this type specifications, I add them to the evidence and labels list, and then I return the evidence and labels tuple at the end. Here's my train model function, which is the second function of the problem. Here, it's very clear that I'm using the k-neighbors classifier model for this problem, with the number of neighbors being 1. So in other words, k equals 1. And lastly, here's my evaluate function, which basically takes my predictions and compare them to the real model, the real data, sorry. And here I calculate the sensitivity and specificity, which is specified by the problem to be the true positive rate and the true negative rate. So here I will run the problem 4 times to see the results. On run shopping.py on shopping.csv. Here you can see that I get a positive rate, true positive rate of 37%. And a true negative rate of nearly 91%. So as you can see, we have done a much better job of predicting whether or not a person doesn't buy a product. So if a person doesn't buy a product, it's much better that we can predict that, so we can have changes in our shopping paradigm. So here is a second run. So as you can see that the results vary, because here we're using a randomized algorithm, but as you can also see that the results vary within an acceptable margin error, so we can in theory perform many trials and then get the standard deviation and the average out of this. Here you can see that the results differ, but not by very much. Alright, so this is the functionality of my project, and see you next time.